Hey everyone, welcome to the reading for today. We're going to see what you need to know right now. It's a general reading, okay? It could be past, present, or future. You're going to know best how it resonates for you, okay? Where it fits. Let's see. We have the Queen of, okay, I was just about to say, because I saw two queens and I was like, oh no, here we go again. We got the Queen of Cups and we got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. The Ten of Swords, yeah, ultimate betrayal, death, Eight of Swords, imprisonment, entrapment, death, and the Ten of Swords. Trying to get someone in prison for murder, that's what this looks like. Okay, this is what someone is working on. This is what they're planning. Well, didn't that escalate quickly? Okay. Man, it went from 0 to 100. All right, death, the Ten of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. That looks like murder and jail. Okay. Well, what is this? Jeez. Why is the Queen of Cups here? God. Five of Wands in reverse and the King of Cups. Okay, this has to do with there not being any kind of a fight or a conflict or an argument here with a King of Cups. King of Cups, Queen of Cups. Okay, who's the Queen of Pentacles? Temperance. The Four of Wands, something happening at a property, a home. Okay, or this Queen of Pentacles is not the same Queen of Pentacles from my last reading. All right. This could have to do with a home where you live, a house, your community. Okay, what's the Eight of Swords? The truth coming out about the action that someone took to have you imprisoned. All right, somebody could have tried to get you locked up here. I'm not even kidding. Why is death here? The Page of Pentacles with a payment or an object. The Nine of Swords, somebody being extremely stressed, worried, stuck up in their head, nervous, because an illusion is being lifted here when it comes to a payment or maybe even a bribe, all right? This could be like bribing a dirty official. What's the Ten of Swords? The Queen of Pentacles under judgment, or there's judgment here for a Queen of Pentacles and somebody being betrayed. All right, tell me more about this here. There's no argument, there's no fight with a King of Cups. Something here was a bad strategy. Somebody took a leap of faith to say something about a relationship, or they came forward saying that they're in a relationship with you, or that was the plan, but something here was a terrible strategy because now they got themselves stuck. Okay, what's that about? A relationship. They can't move forward on this. Some sort of a greedy, wealthy man in reverse. Okay, somebody who would do anything for money. A mature man. They try to come forward and say something about a relationship. Okay, tell me more about that. Okay, this has to do with somebody meeting and conversing with a friend. A conversation or something about drinking. A self-absorbed narcissist. Having a conversation with someone, a friend, about a self-absorbed narcissist. And someone being triggered, a karmic. Being triggered and resentful. Okay, so this has to do with a conversation. Tell me more about what they said here. Or how they got themselves stuck. This has to do with somebody feeling left out in the cold, some sort of an item, a gift, a blessing. Giving someone a gift because they're in some sort of lack or in some sort of poverty or financial burden here. The Star. This has to do with somebody giving you a gift or somebody seeing you as being special or one of a kind, giving you a gift. Okay, the Devil. Jealousy, anger, control. A friend, the Three of Cups, meeting and conversing with a friend. So a self-absorbed narcissist here, a triggered karmic, had a really bad strategy when it comes to saying that they're a friend or that you are meeting and conversing with them. Now they got themselves stuck saying that you had a relationship with them. Okay. The Queen of Swords and the Four of Swords. All right, so someone here is at peace. Somebody here is thinking about something calmly, or someone is not stressed out about something. All right, tell me more, please. Because of the future, what you're expecting to happen in the future. Or you don't have to be worried about anything because you already know what's gonna happen. A child, you already know that you're innocent. Okay, that's what you're expecting. Or somebody expecting a child? I mean, this could even be about pregnancy. What is that about? The Devil, somebody being jealous, obsessive, wanting control, wanting revenge, being angry about a love offer, and the Star about being a wish fulfillment or someone being nice to someone, coming towards someone, saying they're the one. That something is a wish fulfillment here, that somebody was jealous. The Two of Wands, that's what they're planning, that's what they're working on, or something about a choice. Something about a choice. That someone made with a gift. A choice that somebody made with a gift of some sorts. Okay. Somebody didn't think this through. All right, so this is a bad strategy that somebody didn't think about long term, or they thought something would work, but now they're stuck in whatever they tried to say. And it has to do with somebody being chosen and the other person being jealous. Okay, so it's like third party kind of energy, where somebody thought they could make themselves a third party in a situation, and they could say something about being chosen by someone, and that someone else was jealous maybe. Okay, something about expecting a child, or you know that you can expect in the future that you're innocent in something, you didn't do something. Okay. Tell me more about this Queen of Pentacles, why they're here with the Home. This has to do with what somebody has been working on here for a long time, trying to get you in prison, trying to get you stuck. Trying to get you locked up in a way. How? With some sort of good... Oh no, what is that? Uh-oh. What is that? That's giving me like catfish. Okay, the Hermit. Somebody hiding their identity, sending someone messages, reaching out to someone, saying hi, saying, you know, hey, I just want to touch base with you, or want to ask you how you're doing, something about an apology. Okay. What's that about? Abundance, something about money, sending someone money. Or this is how somebody thought they could get what they want. They could get something to go their way. Trying to manifest a marriage. Somebody wants marriage. Somebody is manifesting a wedding. I mean, this is kind of giving me how somebody in the background tried to set up something to frame you, right? And it has to do with some sort of messages they've been sending themselves about wanting marriage. Cassette, some sort of voice recordings or outdated thinking, replaying something over in their minds. The truth is now coming out about how somebody tried to mirror something here. Yeah, they tried to mirror something onto you, or they tried to project something onto you using a catfish. I mean, I'm really feeling like a fake identity here. And this is how they try to get you locked up. So this is like someone, yeah, they got a burner phone of some sorts. They're pretending to be you. They grab your profile picture from the internet, and then they try to set up some sort of text messages. And this is how they think they're going to get you locked up, all right? Because they don't think long term. They don't make good plans. They don't really strategize very well, okay? Right, so what's this Eight of Swords? They try to get you locked up here. The Queen of Wands, okay? Somebody, they tried to get you locked up. I'm not even kidding. Eight of Swords comes out again on top of the Eight of Swords. The World, this is what they're working on here. The Knight of Wands. Somebody walking away. Or this is what they're doing right now. This is what they're working on here when it comes to someone traveling. The World, or closing out a cycle. The Tower. Okay, tell me more about that. Despair. They're trying to make it look like you're in despair about something. You're devastated about something. A mature man. A mature man is in despair. Or that's what they said about you. A message of concern because you're in poverty. That you're in despair, or you have bad mental health because you're broke, or you've been left out in the cold, or you're struggling financially, or you have debt. All right, coffin. Yeah, something about a death, man. All right then. Tell me more about this action they're taking here. A King of Wands. Okay, a King of Wands is taking this action. The Nine of Wands, they're moving quickly to have you locked up. Amazing. Okay. The Hierophant reverse. Corruption everywhere. Corruption everywhere. The Lovers. Yeah, something about a relationship, or something about not getting married, or not having marriage. Okay. All right. So it's something about getting revenge and being angry and like lashing out or being in despair. The Ten of Pentacles, okay? Generational wealth, a lot of money. The Nine of Wands. The Queen of Cups. Something about protection. What is this about? With the Hierophant reverse. A false person in the all right, a false person, official person, okay? Yeah, so we're speaking of corruption here, okay? A King of Wands is a corrupt official. All right then, coming to get you arrested. For what? I have no idea. That is, and this has to do with your work, your money, all right? How you make your money. Or something about a plan with a privileged lady. Something about a plan to get money. Okay, so that's how they're trying to frame it. They're trying to say that you're planning something because of money. That you need money bad, okay? You're down and out. Change. Something is going to change here with a gift. Yeah, because you're expecting something to be given to you when something changes, right? Okay, then. So... all right, tell me about death. Why is death here? A gift. And a King of Wands in the reverse. Or some sort of an item, some sort of an object, evidence. What is that about? Heartbroken about a date. Something being balanced out, or they're trying to balance something out here with a date. They're trying to set a date for something with some sort of heartbreak, with a breakup. Or the way that they're going to try and balance this out is that they're going to try and say that you're heartbroken, right? You're deeply hurt, you're grieving, you're mourning. I mean, wait a minute. This is really what they're planning here? They're planning on trying to say that you're trying to kill someone? Really? A King of Pentacles. That's their strategy. That's the strategy from the King of Pentacles. That's the strategy, Devil. Okay, so I don't know if this has to do with a Capricorn. Or it has something to do with saying you're like jealous and controlling or angry. Temperance. That's the plan. That's the plan, okay? And the Temperance Angel wants you to know what they're planning, okay? Your guides, your protecting angels, the divine watching over you, wants you to know that this is what they're planning. Yeah, it's an Emperor in the reverse. This has to do with somebody leaving. So you could have left something behind here. An Emperor in the reverse. This is someone who's controlling, dictatorial, in their ego, power hungry, wants something their way. Okay. I don't know where death fits in here. Two of Swords. Somebody doesn't know what to think. They're confused or they can't see something clearly. The Hanged Man, stuck in a perspective. No, you want to know what I feel like this is? Seven of Pentacles. This is about what they've been doing for a very, very, very long time. Whoever these people are that are trying to get you messed up in some sort of way, they have to find a way of how to, like if they're going for the finale here, okay, they're trying to find a way to like tie in everything else they did in the past, all right? So if they got themselves stuck in the past with some sort of a lie about a relationship and somebody leaving a relationship, Something about a third party situation. Okay, something that just didn't make any sense. It's like they're gonna try and tie this past shit in with the finale, the grand finale, okay? Because they're stuck in something that they did in the past. They keep having to try and make all the pieces fit together, right? In a way. Strength, yeah. The Five of Cups, yeah, it has to do with you being sad, depressed, you being in despair, you being heartbroken about something. Like, they keep trying to tie it in with this. They keep trying to lie about you being depressed or you being sad or you being like, something like that. Yeah, whatever happened at a home here, okay? This is what they're trying to get away with. What happened at a house, or what they did at a house, or something that they did in the past at a house where they try to frame you, okay? And this is what they're trying to get away with. So anything they're planning now, like I said, it has to tie in with everything that they did in the past, right? To all make it make sense so all the criminals can walk free, okay? Basically, all right. Okay, so tell me about this ultimate betrayal here with a Queen of Pentacles, Judgment. The Tower. So there's going to be a shocking Tower moment because somebody is under judgment for some sort of an ultimate betrayal here. The Seven of Swords, because they're lying. They're lying, okay? They're trying to get away with something. They're lying. Or Five of Swords, they're trying to find a way to manipulate it. Or they already did something in the past where now they're trying to frame you for it so they don't have to go down, I guess. Five of Swords, they're manipulating. The Page of Cups and the Eight of Wands. Yeah, it has to do with sending messages. So that's like giving me like evidence that they're trying to tie to you, right? Because if there's messages that they sent back and forth, trying to make it look like somebody is jealous, obsessive, crazy. It's like they don't want these messages to be tied to them, so they're trying to find a way to frame you for it, basically. What else with that? This is how they think they can get what they want. Abundance. Paradise and passion. Having fun. Like each other equally. Enjoying each other. Something about each other. Wanting something too. Yeah, something being equal. Wanting something too. Enjoying each other. Getting what you want. Ew. What is this? Okay. Clock. Divine timing. Or something about time stamps. Or something about it being timed. Or it's giving me even like the timestamps on messages, right? Like when they wrote something or when something was written, like they have to kind of try and line it up, right? So this is like people that let's say they try to set you up in February, okay? So then if it didn't work, they'll wait the whole year to try again next February. Because they need to make something line up, okay? You get what I mean? It's like, okay, so it didn't work last year, so we got to wait a whole year and try again, but it has to be the same exact month and the same exact time, so it makes sense, right? That's this. Healing heart. They're trying to mend something, okay? Freedom from a toxic relationship. Right, right. So this could be them waiting for a specific month. That's what I'm getting. They're waiting for a specific month because something has to line up with their messages that didn't work last year. So they're giving themselves another year to prepare, okay? Right? Yeah, the arrow, all right? The arrow here with a relationship being over. Or the arrow with some sort of a death, okay? Or a relationship being over, no second chances. So, or they feel like they won't get a second chance. Yeah, because if they miss this chance, they're going to have to wait another year. Right? Okay. Anything else? Anything else about these people? Strength and the Seven of Cups. Yeah, there's an illusion here that is very, very, very strong, okay? Or these people's delusion is very, very strong. Something about a Queen of Cups in reverse, okay? An illusion. Something was a missed opportunity. Yeah, okay, so whatever was, like I said, a missed opportunity in the past with a Queen of Cups in reverse, their delusion is so strong that they're going to try and wait again to try and do it again, okay? The Four of Cups, because something didn't go their way. And it has to do with somebody feeling rejected. Somebody feeling rejected, getting rejected, and not feeling good enough, or rejecting a wish fulfillment. Or not getting their way, not getting what they want. The Five of Pentacles, being left out in the cold, not getting what they want. Yeah, okay. This is what they're trying to build off of, all right? So if they're trying to frame you for something, this is the build up of it. That you feel rejected, you're not getting what you want, you've been left out in the cold, you're angry, you're jealous, you're bitter, you're broke, you're depressed. All right, so any good news or just bad news today? Okay, we got good news. Knight of Cups, the Seven of Wands. The good news is you're protected, or Spirit's going to send this back to them. Okay, it's going to get blocked. The Three of Pentacles, this group of people working together. Yeah, it has to do with a choice with money, or a choice with something being worth a lot of money, or something about a choice that someone's making for independence, for money, for success. The Hierophant. Yeah, something about the law. High Priestess, yeah. Okay. Anything else? This is what somebody is thinking about, or this is what they're planning. A main female in the reverse. It has to do with what somebody is expecting to happen. Or somebody, or you're thinking about what's going to happen, or someone is thinking about what's going to happen in the future. A wealthy man. Or somebody's expecting to become a wealthy man. Somebody's expecting to get a lot of money out of something. Or somebody is wondering why a wealthy man is doing what they're doing, okay? Because they could also be preparing for the future in some sort of way. A community is concerned, or someone is confused, or this is a confirmation for someone. It has to do with money, getting paid money, or why somebody is sending money around, because they're expecting something to happen in the future. And it could be that this person thinks you're going to get locked up in the future, all right? I don't know why they're expecting that to happen, because it's not going to happen, but whatever. They can go ahead and think that, right? Okay, one last round and then I'm done. The Two of Pentacles, the Sun. Why is somebody moving money around? Yeah. Why is somebody moving money around? The Sun. Yeah, that's what I was getting with this wealthy man here, or somebody doing something with money. Moving money around. 8 of Pentacles, moving money around because of a plan or something, somebody's job, somebody's work. This is about corruption or something illegal going on, some sort of corruption. Somebody's moving money around. The Emperor. That's the message for the King of Wands? Or a King of Wands is sending a message here about money. It's about money. Giving someone money, paying someone money. Somebody's moving money around. Or somebody owes someone money and they refuse to pay someone back, okay? This has to do with somebody helping someone. The Queen of Cups. No, somebody owes someone money, all right? And it has to do with the future, the plan. Death. Because somebody's planning a death or somebody... All right, so... No, this has to do with money being moved around. Why certain money transactions were done behind the scenes, because whoever the person was that was moving the money around, they were preparing for something to happen. And it has to do with a death or somebody being locked up for a death. This has to do with somebody that is like preparing for something to happen to someone, right? Like suspicious bank activity is what I'm getting. And it's because they're expecting something to happen where they would then get the money. Yeah, this is reminding me of my last reading I did. It was a fruit fly. Where are they coming from? There's always one. There's just one random fly that comes and says hi sometimes. Okay. So does collective need to know anything though to prepare for this, or what's the advice here? It has to do with a lot of money, generational wealth, the past. This is what happened in the past, or this is about somebody moving money around in the past. And it, because of somebody that claimed that you were sad, depressed, upset, sad about an inheritance, sad about some sort of generational wealth or a lot of money, or that you were going to do something to someone for money, or this is how somebody tried to get you trapped in the past. Oh, wait a minute. This is the past. This is the past. This is not what they're doing now. This is the past. So this is like, okay, when I'm thinking about my reading that I just did, right? About someone trying to get you arrested, because this is kind of like playing off of that. So it's like the person that made the report, or there's a person that's involved in this thinking that they would get money out of the situation, right? But there must be some sort of bank transactions in the background that they were doing where they were moving money around before they made the call. Or after they made the call, I don't know. But it's like they did it because they were expecting their plan to work. So it's like they tried to take certain actions to secure some sort of money, thinking that either somebody would get locked up or something would happen, right? So there's like, how should I say, like, it points to somebody preparing for a setup, you know what I mean? So I don't know why that's important, but it could show that somebody here had like incentive to do whatever they did, or they had an intention behind why they try to get someone in prison, why they try to get someone stuck. And it was money. It was money driven, okay? So that's the past. But I feel like there's also something about the fact that they're going to try and do it again, okay? Like they are. Because for whoever these people are, there's like a lot at stake, I guess. Or they're just bored. They just need something to do, right? Um, one last card. Let's see. The High Priestess, the Ten of Swords. Yeah, ultimate betrayal. Or a painful ending. Or something about like even unaliving someone, okay? Or betraying someone. The plan. The King of Pentacles and the plan. Okay, so yeah, this is giving me, if somebody is trying to figure out the plan for the future, then they have to look to the past, because these people are predictable, right? They always do the same thing because they have so many loose ends that they haven't tied up yet. So they keep recycling the same thing. Because there's, you know, and they try to line it up in a specific way, right? Because there's things that they've already done in the past that they're trying to like sweep under the rug, basically, okay? So I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Hope this helps. All right. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye.